are kind of a big problem in our society. So as somebody who's like overcome that problem, like, you know, you're a father now, but like, what would you advise, like, I guess younger, because I want to hear from your perspective because you are like a young father, like what would advice would you give to younger men who didn't have a father? How would you suggest them to find direction and guidance in life?
How would I suggest them to find directions and guidance in life?
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely personal development books or workshops, just material in general, personal development, because this knowledge and guidelines, personally, I learned from a guy named Zig Ziglar, who, rest in peace, he passed away a couple of years ago, and learned, you know, principles of being a leader, being a person of a family. And this is what I realized when I was very young, like teenager. I said, okay, I don't have a father to look at my example, so I'm just going to look as an example to every man around me.
Oh, that's so good.
So now I got more than what you could get with one father. Now I have many fathers.
I love that. That's awesome. So what? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna just finish by saying I took them as an example.
So what makes you want to look up to a man? Is it like they align with your core values of family and respect, or like do you draw different qualities from different men? Like what makes you think, okay, this guy's a guy I can look to? Because not every guy is an example. So what is your criteria?
Of course. So my criteria is based on two things. So thing number one is like what my grandma taught me, and thing number two is like what society thinks is right. And then how that best applies to me. So like what my grandma taught me was, you got to respect your elders, right? So if I see a man that this man also embodies that same respectful way of living, then I'm like, okay, this person can be an example for me. And then what society thinks is right, right? That the man should treat the ladies right. Like that's what society expects, right? That's not really what happens, but that's what they expect. Yeah. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna look for the men who treat the ladies right, because I think that your world is not only at your house, so you can not only live by what you see in your house, so you have to look at the outside world and draw the best from those two things. And so that's what I based it on. I was like, if my grandma would say, don't smoke, don't drink, right? So just like I what I call self-destructive habits. So when I look at a man, if the man drinks and smokes, then I already disqualify this man as not my role model. And that's how like I was going through life filtering, this person can be my role model. No, this person cannot be my role model. This person will be, this person will not be. And not saying it verbally, but just like knowing consciously, I'm not going to follow what he says.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay.